Capricorn, come on down. I'm about to do your January. I did this with Virgo too. I said January. Maybe you should check out that Virgo reading. Ugh. Anyway, Capricorn, I'm doing your February 15th to 21st reading. Hopefully we got some good news coming in for you. I'm gonna get you, getting flippers already. We're gonna get you an oracle card here. Cards want to jump out and tell you something, Virgo. Did that again. What the Capricorn. Cards want to tell you something. Apparently Virgo's all up in your grill. But gonna get you an oracle card, then we're gonna get you a 3-card spread, past, present, and future. Then we're gonna hit you up with a couple clarifiers, and if we need an end result from that, we'll get an outcome card as well. But hopefully things will be very clear. So without further ado, let's get you a general vibe card here, and we have got the Between Worlds card. Okay, this is funny. Maybe this is just something going on with the Earth signs. You're all kind of jumping in on each other because Taurus also had the Between Worlds card. That's really weird. The Between Worlds card is a card of, between worlds. It's a card of having, 1 foot in a situation and 1 foot out of a situation. It's a card of being in no man's land, kind of not knowing where to go. It's a card of sort of like, you're not exactly out of one situation. You're kind of transitioning out of one situation into another one, but you're not completely out of the past one. So we'll keep that in mind as we go ahead here. But let's get our 3-card spread for you, past, present, future. For you, Capricorn, for February the 15th to the 21st. Let's do it up. What have we got for Capricorn? December's Child. If you know that Motorhead song. Check that out afterwards too. Motorhead, Capricorn, it's a good song. But we got the Queen of Swords in your past energy. Queen of Swords, she don't take no guff off nobody. She cuts through all the crap. You can see here her head's above the her head is above the clouds, unlike the Page and the Knight of Pentacles, who are very much still kind of in a foggy space. She has mental clarity. She's the first one of the court cards that does have mental clarity. She also has her hand out to receive. So she's like, something will come in, I'm willing to take it, but she wants you to tell the truth. And if you don't tell the truth, the Queen of Swords will cut you with that sword. And she knows the truth, so there's no lying to her. If you lie to her, she knows, and she will cut you with it. But that's in your past. With your Between Worlds card, I'm feeling like maybe in the past, you were sort of in a situation where people were lying to you, or maybe people weren't exactly being truthful or honest about, maybe their feelings or the situation in general or what have you. And right now you're getting tired of it and you're just kind of cutting through it. So that's in your past. Swords are about thoughts and communications as well. So, mental clarity, things like that. In your present energy, we got the 4 Cups. 4 Cups is kind of feeling dissatisfied, right? You're kind of not really entirely happy with what, things are right now. So that also kind of goes with your Between Worlds. Maybe you're trying to transition out of a bad situation that you're in, whether that be job, relationship, what have you. Just trying to get out of that and into the good world. It's also sometimes a card about gifts coming in, so it's possible maybe something good's coming into you. This cup is being offered to this guy, but at the same time he's also kind of daydreaming about it because that's kind of what he really wants. But who knows here. We'll find out a little more detail as we go on, but for right now it just kind of seems like you're not very satisfied with stuff. Again, with that Queen of Swords, it feels like you're kind of tired of the junk that's coming through. But in your future energy, we got the 2 of Swords. So this is really a reading about thoughts and communications. To me, means we got 2 sword cards here. The 2 of Swords is a card about, much like the Between Worlds card. It's about making a decision, sort of moving on. The Between Worlds card is kind of like you transitioning between 2 situations. And the 2 of Swords is a card of sort of getting out of a situation where you're just kind of being stagnant, where you're just kind of just sitting there not happy with things, right? That lines up really well with the 4 Cups as well, because the 4 Cups is a card about stagnation. It's about being dissatisfied, I should say. You see here, she's got this stone seat that's really uncomfortable that she's sitting in, and she's blindfolded. She doesn't want to see anything. She doesn't want to look around. She's fine staying here even though it's uncomfortable, it's unpleasant. She just wants to stay here because she feels like is safe. You know, it's the only safe place she can have. But if she goes and takes that blindfold off and looks at the new lands behind her, she can go to these better places. So that's what I'm seeing here. It feels like you're kind of dissatisfied with something. Seems like you're kind of dissatisfied with some sort of something, and you're trying to get out of it with all this. So we'll get a couple clarifiers here for you, Capricorn. But leaving a like, I really appreciate that. It means I'm here shuffling. Appreciate all that support. You can subscribe as well, because I do videos like this all the time. And you should also remember to check out your sun, moon, and rising videos, because we are complicated creatures and we're not really bound by just one astrological sign. So let's get our 2 clarifier cards here for you. So we have, between the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Cups, we got the High Priestess. That's really interesting. The High Priestess is someone who is very intuitive. She trusts her gut. She knows everything, right? Like if you ever feel like a gut feeling in your stomach, that's sort of like the High Priestess telling you like, yes, I'm trying to tell you something. Something isn't right, or something is off, or whatever, right? Like that's trying to communicate to you. So I feel like this dissatisfaction, you know something's not right, and you're trying to get to the truth, and someone's not being honest with you. And that's what's leading to the 4 Cups, this dissatisfaction. Is like, you know the truth, you know they're not telling the truth, and it's leading to lots of dissatisfaction. So between the 4 Cups and the 2 of Swords, we've got the Moon. The Moon is a card of introspection, card of mystery, card of sort of, I always say with the Moon, you should follow your own path, because you see the 2 dogs here. They're sort of, one dog is sort of the tame dog, the sort of domesticated social norm dog, and the other side's the primal side, the kind of like what you really desire, what you really want. And I always look at it, if you go one way or the other, that's the wrong way to go. There's a path here, and that's your true self, and you should follow that path. So what I'm seeing here with this between those 2 is that you need to be following your own path, or that there's still some sort of mystery here. I still feel like someone's not telling you the truth, and I feel like you need to make some sort of a decision here with the outcome here. We'll get an outcome card here, because with the 2 of Swords here, it's still about like you need to make a decision, you need to move on. But like, what is that leading to? I want to know here, Capricorn. So let's get an outcome card for you here, Capricorn. And we got the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is a card of, crying over spilt milk, essentially. You see like the guy's looking here, and he's looking at these 3 cups, and the cups have been knocked over, and he's like sad about it, and it's unfortunate. Now you could turn around and you see these 2 cups, and you still got 2 cups, which is good, but you could also turn around, there's this bridge here that's leading to this village or this town here. And that's what he's really crying about, is like, he thought these 3 cups were going to lead him across the river to that thing, to that town, right? But if he turns around and gets those 2 cups, he can still get to the town. It's just he's not going the way he thought he was going to go. He's got to take the bridge. So I feel like you're leaving behind something that you thought was going to get you to, a happy life, a happy situation. Maybe it was like financially, maybe it was, a relationship, a job, what have you. But if you just turn around and you look, you still have 2 cups here, and it may not be the way you thought you were going to get there, but you're still going to get there. Yeah, I like that, Capricorn. So that's all I got for you. Remember to check out your sun, moon, and rising videos. As I said, we are complicated creatures, and I hope to see you in the next video.